I want to come on quickly today and talk to you about pricing, and more specifically, having confidence in the prices you're putting out. Now, I've spoken to a few people recently, and this topic keeps coming up time and time again. It's having the confidence in your price when you put it into your customer. And when I first started out, I really struggled with this one too. Until one day we were sat down at lunch, and this old boy said to me this one phrase that stuck with me, well, till today. And it's really helped me. And what he said was, it's not your job to set your customer's budget. So what he meant by that was, you know, you don't have the right to decide how much your customer can afford. And it just this saying just rings true time and time again. And one particular story springs to mind, and it sort of might just show you what I mean. A few years ago, I went to pricing outside locally for the Heineken family. In fact, it was the daughter. She just inherited the Heineken. She had inherited the company, basically. So I went to look at this job. The spec for the job was mad. It was an outside, and they didn't want to see any more than 2 mil of paint above the putty line in from when they were standing inside, and then you'd have to go into the house to check the putty lines before you could and get it sort of approved and ticked. Anyway, that was the sort of standard we were working to. So went there, priced it all up, come back, sat down, and I was sat there and sort of working out the pricing. And when I sort of worked it out, it come out about I think off the top of my head, I think it was about 35 grand. It was a house and some outbuilding. Anyway, and I was sat there and I thought, wow, I can't put that in. That was my first thought. I can't put that in. But then got on to Google and Googled her name, and then realised at the time, like I say, we're going back, must be 4 or 5 years now, going back, and she was worth at that time 2.3 billion. So then you think, well, that puts that completely to perspective, doesn't it? You know, that's a lot of money to me, 35 grand, and it's a lot of money to most people. But when you work, when you're in that sort of level of or working for that sort of customer, that's not peanuts, but it's all relative, isn't it? So yeah, that's a perfect example of that old boy saying that about picking your customer's budget. Don't do it. Put in what you think put in what you think or what you need to, really what it's going to cost, and forget it, because we've all done it. We've all been busy, and there's jobs we've not wanted. We've put in a high price and won it. And then also there's jobs we've been a bit quiet that we've really wanted, put in a low price, and we're too expensive. So yeah, get out of that mindset of just fighting with yourself. Just put in what you think's reasonable, or even better, work out your numbers so you know what's reasonable, and go with that.